Hi, thanks for stopping in. I hope you're having a good day today. I wanted to do the BOOKTUBE Newbie Tag today. What this is a series of questions from different booktubers that I've compiled just from watching their videos, and it looked like fun, so I thought I'd do it myself. Kind of a get to know you as a bookworm kind of deal here. So, without further ado, question number 1. Why did you start this channel? I started this channel because I love to read. It's one of the greatest joys of my life, favorite hobby. I read everywhere, every opportunity I get. I always have a book with me. And I find in my life, not only is it harder to make friends as you get older, it's also harder to make friends who have the same interests as you, like reading, for example. I do have a couple close family members who enjoy reading, but we don't see each other as often. And it's, I can prattle on and on about books for hours on end. And sometimes I think I'm annoying, and not everybody wants to listen to that from me. So I figured by starting a BookTube channel, I might build a community here, or at least meet other people with the same degree of obsessiveness about books as I have. So yeah, just kind of trying to reach out, trying to make some friends online, some community of sorts, with other people who are as fanatical about books as I am. So yeah, that's why I started this channel. And also just to see if I could do it. I mean, there are a lot of things that I can learn about this. So yeah. Question number 2. What are some fun and unique things that I can bring to BookTube? Well, let's put it this way. I'm the only me on YouTube. There's only one of me in the world, and there's also only one of me here. So I figure, what the heck? I might as well give it a shot. And, I think my sense of humor, the way I see things, I might bring a different perspective that other people haven't thought about before, or even different books that people may not have heard of. That is particularly fun to me. Like, I'd like to be able to just offer different books that perhaps aren't on all the book prize lists of the year, not New York Times bestsellers necessarily, but, local or independent bookstore offerings from authors that people have never heard of before. Just anything that, can be different or fun or interesting to other people. So yeah, that's what I'd like to bring to my channel and what I think I have to offer. Question number 3. What am I most excited about for my channel? What excites me the most is probably people finding my channel and getting some value out of it. Perhaps they'll agree with me or disagree. I'm hoping they'll share their opinions with me as well, so we can interact together and talk about books and maybe build some real world friendships out of it. That would be pretty exciting to me, actually. So yeah. Question number 4. Why do I love reading? Well, I love reading. In fact, I can't remember a time when I didn't read, let's put it that way. Like, it's got to be elementary school age. I'm thinking 5, 6, something like that. So, a long time. It's always been a great source of relaxation, entertainment, quiet time. I'm more on the introverted side of life, although I can have moments where, I like to socialize selectively and stuff, but it's just a nice, quiet pastime. I love to shop for books. I love to bring books with me everywhere. I find it very almost therapeutic in a way because of the consistency of it. Like, no matter what is happening in my life, I've always got books to go to escape or to, like I said, be entertained, to learn. I'm really curious about a lot of different things in life, and I find that diving into a great book that blends both education as well as entertainment is one of my favorite things. That's like peak me living my best life. If I've got a book like that, maybe a cup of tea, a cup of coffee, there's just nothing like it to me. That's my ideal life situation. So yeah, that's why I love to read. What book series got me into reading? That's the next question. I'd have to say, when I was a little girl, I would read the Nancy Drew books, which are mystery book series for kids, like tweens, I'd say 10 to 12-year-olds kind of thing. So I think I started reading them when I was like 9, 10 years old, right through until my early teenage years. And they're just a lot of fun mysteries. I've always loved the mystery stories, the crime stories, the young girl who solves a crime, a sleuth. That's what I wanted to be when I grew up. So I really loved that book series, and that got me into reading compulsively. You wanted to keep going with the series. So yeah, I credit Nancy Drew. The next question, what challenges would be the hardest for BookTube? For me, partly because I'm a Gen Xer, partly because of the work I've done. I've just never really been a tech savvy person. So learning the technology behind making videos would be a challenge. Being comfortable talking on camera is a challenge for me. Probably the same challenges that other people would have, I guess. So yeah, those are the biggest challenges. I'm not afraid of people's negative opinions of what I have to say. I'm at a point in my life where I don't really, it's not that I don't care, it's that it doesn't bother me if people don't agree with me or don't see things the way I see them, that kind of thing, negativity. It's kind of water off a duck's back at this point in life. So yeah, if there were any challenges, that wouldn't be one. But yeah, just learning, challenging myself to make better videos, that type of thing. Next question, what kind of books do I read? Well, you can see one of my bookshelves behind me here. I try and read really widely. I love all kinds of different fiction. I love nonfiction. I love Japanese translated literature. They have a quality all to themselves, the magic realism. I like some classic books, but mostly I think it's easier to name what I don't actually enjoy in books. I'm not a big romance person, although I will make exceptions if it's really good. I'm not huge into sci-fi. I'm not a manga person, but like I said, I will read something like Dune, for example, which is a classic sci-fi novel, or something, what other sci-fi book did I read? Oh yeah, Beautyland by Marie-Helene Bertino that I just read. That was kind of a sci-fi-ish book. So I read really widely. I'll try anything once. I have a library card. If I don't like the book, there's zero risk involved. It's not like I have to, buying books where you spend the money and then you regret it because you're not enjoying the book. But yeah, I try and read anything and everything. I don't want to miss out on something great. So yeah. Where do I read? I like to read in a cozy chair by a window. I usually sit over here with the natural light coming in. I also like to read in bed at night before I go to sleep. I like to devote at least a solid hour to doing that. It's a great way to decompress and end the day. I have a book with me at all times. If I'm standing in line somewhere, I'll be reading. If I'm riding in a car or on a bus or on a plane, I'll have a book with me. If I'm on my lunch break at work, I'll be reading. I read in the morning with my coffee. On days off, there's nothing I love more than to just start my day by reading my book, having a nice cup of coffee, some candles lit. That's like chef's kiss, my perfect morning. So that's where I do my reading. That's how I do my reading. We've touched on what I like to read, what I don't like to read, and why I started this channel. So I hope now you've gotten to know me a little bit more, and I'd love to hear what you're reading. So if you're so inclined, please leave a comment, and thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.